Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today's the day. I'm getting back on track with my YouTube schedule. I know I am overdue for a 2023 health and weight loss type of update. I'm way overdue for some meal prep, but today I'm just going to do one recipe because the thought of a full-on meal prep, it's a little too much. So today I am making my favorite cheesy broccoli potato soup. This is a super simple recipe. Basically, all you need to do is make potato cheese and steam some broccoli. So I have my potatoes and carrots in the Instant Pot. I need to blend that up into a batch of potato cheese. So I'm going to empty out my Instant Pot, and then I'm going to put in some broccoli, and there is some shredded carrot in here. So I'll give this a couple pulses on the Ninja to get it into more soup appropriate sized vegetables. And then once I get my Instant Pot cleaned out of those potatoes and carrots, I'll be able to steam this. Definitely one of those days I wish I had another one of those insert pans for my Instant Pot. And to make this meal extra good, look what I picked up at Albertsons. Doesn't this look like it would make such a good bread bowl? I'm thinking maybe I can make it into 2 bread bowls. If I cut it in half like this way, then the top half I can flip it over. I'm still thinking on that, but I saw this when I was already in the soup mood, and I was like, that will be the perfect complement to my cheesy broccoli potato soup. So a quick little chop for these guys. So just 3 little pulses. I think that looks perfect for soup. So this is 5 pounds of potatoes and a pound of carrots in my Instant Pot. These are the potatoes I'm gonna set aside to be like chunkier in the soup and not be a part of the potato cheese. So will all of this fit in here? Ooh. Okay, don't make a mess. I did take 2 pieces out of here and put them in the potato cheese portion. Gave this a quick rinse and then did about a 1/2 inch of water to steam the broccoli and carrots, because then that water is going to become a part of the soup base as well. I think the broccoli setting on that steam function on the Instant Pot is like 7 minutes once it gets up to temperature, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna get my potato cheese blended up. So I think in my recipe video for my potato cheese, I do measure some things out. I never measure anything anymore. I usually add it all in, give it a taste test, see what it needs. But always salt and pepper and nutritional yeast for a pretty basic potato cheese. Garlic powder and onion powder I think are pretty important for giving it some flavor. And my 2 favorite things to add are liquid smoke for a little bit of that smoky flavor, and then some jalapeno juice to give it some kick and some spice, and also that little bit of a tang that the vinegar type tends to give it. When I first started doing this recipe, I would often do lemon juice for some acidity, but I overdid it one time on that lemon juice, and a batch of potato cheese tasting like lemon juice will make you not want to do that again. So the last time I used this, it was super thick and I added some water to it. I don't know if it was getting old that made it thicken up like that. Oh, it still seems quite thick. I think that was enough. I kind of have been measuring my salt just because I've had this little teaspoon spoon in my salt jar. And when I do this big Ninja container, I've been doing like 3 kind of heaping teaspoons, not super heaping. I'd rather have it be less salty. Need to add a little bit. On today's episode of Things TikTok Taught Me, did you know that this little plastic container on the spice, you just like spin this back and forth to distribute the spice rather than banging the spice on the side of the pan? Like, what the heck? How did I never know that? Oops. It definitely works better on some spice containers than others. For this size of a batch, I do think it's between like 1/3 a cup and 1/2 a cup of nutritional yeast. It's critical. Some juice, whoa! That splashed me. And these whole jalapenos with the seeds are really spicy. I just tried a couple of these the other day, but I think we're gonna do just one. All right, perfect time to blend this up. The Instant Pot is just starting to make its Instant Pot noises. I think it needs to be spicier. That's great. Broccoli still has 5 minutes to go in the Instant Pot. I think it started at 10 minutes when it started the cooking process. So I just want to get these potatoes a little bit chopped up. I don't even think I'm gonna, I just think I want to break them up a little bit. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time chopping them, but if I can just get them into some little chunks so that I can add them to my soup. So 5 minutes and counting. As soon as that broccoli is done steaming in there, I'm gonna add my potato chunks, add my potato cheese, and mix it all together. And we're back. Let's see how these veggies turned out. Beautiful broccoli. And I mentioned I'm gonna leave that water in there, use that as part of the soup. I'm going to add all my potato chunks, which might look a little bit big, but as I stir my soup around and it cooks, they'll get a little smaller. You can't even tell me that doesn't look delicious. You can try to tell me, I won't believe you. OMG, this looks so good. I'm going to put my Instant Pot on keep warm. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh, I'm making a mess. I told my sister if this was a success, I would bring her some for dinner. 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh. So good. I can't stop eating this. It's too good. Sister, you're welcome. It really doesn't even need the bread bowl. It feels like such a filling, complete, like comfort food type of meal on its own. With this, maybe not a full bread bowl, maybe just like a slice of bread or something. Maybe I'll see if my sister wants some of this too, because I don't know if I can eat this whole little thingy. And I bought it on clearance, so it should get eaten pretty soon. Yum! I love when a recipe turns out even better than expected. I cannot remember the last time I made this recipe. Was it last winter? Like, I don't know. And for a repurposing tip, if you ever do make this soup and you're kind of find yourself getting sick of it, you can mix it either with frozen hash browns or rice or some like riced cauliflower, whatever you want to just kind of thicken it up and then bake it into a casserole form. I swear when I make new things like this and like repurpose it into a casserole, it just like brings it back to life. But I do not see myself getting sick of this soup. Like, I cannot wait to turn off this camera and fill my bowl back up. So thanks for joining me for this broccoli cheese soup recipe. And until next time, don't forget to subscribe and be well. Oh, Penny. Oh my gosh, Penny got shut outside. I'm so sorry, Penny. I'm so sorry. How long were you shut outside? It wasn't that long. I've only been filming. Sorry. Oh. I think that steam function on the instant, I don't typically measure anything like this. I like to so I believe in my original, and my, things TikTok talk, and these whole hollow, oh, that's stupid. That was almost even stupider. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did it again. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay, get it together. I told my sister if this was, it really doesn't even need the, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't like that. So thank you so much. So thank you so much for joining me today for this potato. So thank you so much for and I will be back very soon. And I will be back very soon. And be well. That was like really dorky. One more that's not stupid. And be well. They were all dorky, because I'm a dork.